Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about a book that just stole my heart. I think this is the best book that I have read so far this year, and it's surprising that it's not from the subgenre that I enjoy the most, which is fantasy or epic fantasy. And that's surprising, right? Because I love fantasy, but this book, I wouldn't call it fantasy. Yes, there are some fantastical elements, but not fantastical elements, but I would call it kind of magical realism. So the book that I want to talk to you about today is The Shadow of Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafron. This book, guys, like I said, it stole my heart. Even though I wanted to just fly through this book, I didn't want to at the same time because I wanted to devour this for as long as possible. Now, what is this book about? So this book is set in the 1940s Barcelona. It starts with a young boy, Daniel, who is taken by his father to a very mysterious kind of a place, which is called the Cemetery of Forgotten Books. Now, it is exactly what it sounds like. It is this huge, humongous, almost feels like never-ending labyrinth of books that has been forgotten, has been lost. It's kind of a secret or a mystery. Not many people who know the existence of this library. He's taken there and he's sworn by his father to secrecy about this place, and he's told to pick a book that he will keep safe forever. So once he chooses the book, he becomes the guardian of the book and he has to take care of the book. And he chooses a book. Once he starts reading, he is mesmerized and enamored by how good the book is. And he is also kind of disappointed by how underrated it was. Not many people have read it. It is kind of a rare thing to find a copy of this book. He is so much enamored by this book that he sets out to find more about this author, and the author's name is Julian Carax. Once he starts his investigation, he realizes very sadly that the author died undiscovered, unappreciated, in poverty and squalor and anonymity. Along with this, he also wants to discover and read other books by this same author because he has written other books. While he is doing that investigation, he realizes that somebody else is in pursuit of the books by the same author, but their intention is not to read but destroy, to burn these books. So basically, whoever is searching for these books has something against the author and wants to destroy all of his work. That's another part of the mystery that he wants to discover, who is trying to obliterate any existence of Julian Carax and his books. After finishing the book, when I was trying to learn more about the author and this book, I realized that, and surprisingly so, that this book is first book in a quartet, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the other ones. And if they are half as good as this one, I'm gonna love them. Not just like them, love them. That's how good this one is, guys. This book is a story within a story kind of book. It's written in that format, and while we are following the story of the author and of Daniel, we realize that in very eerily way their life are kind of running in parallel in terms of how their life story is evolving or unraveling. While growing up, I had access only to books that my dad had, right? That was my go-to library, my dad's library, and he was a huge fan of South American literature and, South American, like Spanish literature. So I grew up reading a lot of them, and when I was reading this book, even though this is not South American, this is Spanish, but still it gave me the vibes of reading a very South American kind of novel, and it is so atmospheric. Right from the beginning, you are pulled into the ambience and atmosphere of 1940s Barcelona, and it is mesmerizing and it is perfect. There are several twists and reveals that comes your way throughout the book. Some of them you do foresee, you can guess, but some you may not see them coming, but that's not the point, because Even though you would have predicted certain aspects of the story, and some reveals may not be as surprising or shocking as you would expect them to be, it does not take anything away from the brilliance of this book, because it is not about the twist and the reveals. Yes, it is important to the story, but what is important is the characters' journey, their desires and motivation, their heartbreaks, their disappointment, and how their story would eventually culminate and end. And that's the important part of the story, and that's the part that you will actually enjoy more than the twist and the reveals. And obviously the beauty and the poetry inbuilt into the language, it's just an amazing reading experience, guys. It is beautiful, it's heart-wrenching, it is atmospheric, it is deep, it is touching, it is mesmerizing, and it is everything that you would expect from this subgenre and more. The only regret that I have is that I cannot read Spanish, and hence I could not read this book in Spanish, and because of that I would have missed a lot of beauty of the prose which the Spanish language could have given me. That's the only regret that I have about this book. Otherwise, this was a total banger, and I would give this 5 out of 5. If it was possible, I would give it 11 out of 5, and that's how good this book is. If you're not a book reader and you want to find out this one book that you can pick up and read and enjoy, then I would recommend you this one, because it's that good, guys. And when I say that, I am actually underplaying it, because it's that good. I hope this review makes you pick this book up and read it. Go check out Goodreads and check out the reviews. Avoid the spoiler sections, and check out how much people love this book and adore this book, and then make a decision. But I hope you do pick this book up. And that's my quick review of this book. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Angie signing off. I will see you soon in another video. Until then, keep reading,